First of all, before we head into the video, I want to wish Carlos Sainz a speedy recovery. I'm happy to hear that the surgery was successful and I wish him a very speedy recovery from the appendicitis. I mean, how he managed to pull through FP1 and FP2, that too around Jeddah, is absolutely beyond me. And that shows the relentless efforts that he's willing to give, putting his personal struggles aside. Mad props to him, but honestly, health comes first. And I'm glad that the surgery went well, and I again wish him a very speedy recovery. Now coming back to Oliver Bearman, well, what a dream start to a young man's F1 career. I mean, this is a story that no one else has to say. To make your F1 debut with Ferrari at the age of 18, he's the youngest ever Ferrari driver. Just let that sink in. I mean, I started watching F2 from last year and Oliver Bearman quickly caught my attention with his incredible pole lap at Baku with a crooked steering wheel. Since that moment, I knew that Oliver Bearman will become a force to be reckoned with. Not gonna lie, I was left a bit disappointed with the F2 Bahrain Grand Prix this year, because Prema went wrong with the set of direction, which put both the young talents out of position. I mean, it was extremely painful to watch these two young talents fighting for positions to get into points when you know that they have the potential to fight at the sharp end of the field. But Bearman quickly made up for it with the Jeddah F2 Grand Prix pole position. With it being one of his favorite tracks, it was just bound to happen. And I was really looking forward to the sprint race today. But as you know, Formula 1 always has a way to surprise you. And just like that, the news was revealed that Oliver Bearman will be replacing Carlos Sainz for the Jeddah Grand Prix. And at first, I genuinely thought I was dreaming, as it is something that Ferrari has never done before, to stick in a young rookie in one of the most dangerous tracks. And I think this is one of the Vasseur effect in the team. I mean, this shows the confidence and the trust that the team has on the young Brit. This is a golden opportunity or a dream opportunity for a young rookie like Bearman to prove his worth and talent to the team. Bearman is expected to join the Formula 1 grid with Haas next year, but this race is going to help Ferrari have a better assessment of the young rookie with his performance, adaptability and endurance under pressurizing situations. Making a debut at Jeddah is both the best and the worst thing to happen to a young rookie like Bearman. Best in terms of the comfort of the track. I mean, this is one of the tracks that he absolutely loves on the calendar, and he's also coming off the high of taking pole position for the Jeddah Grand Prix in F2, so that confidence is going to translate into him getting comfortable with the track quicker. Worst is in terms of the nature of the track itself. I mean, because let's not forget, this is not an easy track. It's a very intimidating track to pull off a result out of the bag, especially on a car that you barely have any understanding of. No pun intended. I'm sure that Ferrari is not expecting anything spectacular from Bearman, but as a racing driver, he'd want to show them that he can still deliver a brilliant result for the team despite the lack of seat time behind the wheel. He only had the FP3 session to understand the car, and even that was cut short with Zhou's crash. I'm making this video after qualifying, and it's incredible that he managed to put the car P11. I think that is a very strong effort. It's strategic pole, so basically he can work with the strategy to execute a better race. Looking at his long run simulation from FP3, he's not just competitive, but he's also consistent with his lap times, which is very important on a track like this, especially keeping in mind that this was his first and only session with the car. With the pace of the SF24, a clean race to the end with solid points finish is exactly what Ferrari would be expecting off of him, and whatever Bearman does about that is just extra brownie points. And again, I hope, pray and wish that he has a clean and a competitive weekend out here. Another thing that I think would happen after this race is that a lot of people would start to follow Formula 2 who neglected it in the past. This will help F2 to grow further, and that attention will trickle down its way to the other feeder series category of Formula 1. It gives those teams and young talents exposure that lack the financial support to pursue the sport, by helping them attract sponsors and opportunities from F1 teams and brands. As you know, it's quite expensive to pursue racing. So far to this point, everything looks really good from Oliver Bearman's side. The team has shown the trust that they have in him by putting him as Carlos Sainz's replacement at one of the most difficult tracks. He also doesn't seem to be too afraid to handle the car. I mean, he's already testing the boundaries of the car to find SF24's limitations. He also pumped in some solid lap times on his long run simulation in FP3, which is very encouraging. He's doing all the right things, and I hope that he carries forward this momentum to the end of the weekend, so he gives himself more options with teams to join F1 with, as every team will be having their eyes on Bearman. Though teams could get an assessment from the data collected from F2, nothing is as accurate as to seeing a young talent actually driving a Formula 1 car in a competitive manner. So the pressure is high. Will Oliver Bearman be able to withstand the pressure and deliver? Well, that's the big question, and I really hope he does. With that being said, I would like to wrap up this video, guys, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the like button and let me know down in the comments on what is your thoughts on Oliver Bearman, what is your assessment of him, and how do you think he'd perform at the Jeddah Grand Prix with Ferrari. Leave it down in the comments. With that being said, if you haven't subscribed to the Rendmaster channel already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon while you're at it so you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. And until next time, it's me Vinesh from Rendmaster, and I'm out. Love you guys, stay safe, peace.